Are you ready for 2011? Probably you're not. I'm going to tell you about some things that will help you get through the year okay. This is like the countdown to midnight, but worse. Will these things get you through 2011? Maybe not, but maybe.
Thing number 5. Devil.
I saw the trailer for this a bunch of times in 2010, and every time I did, whenever it came to the credit that said, "From the mind of M. Night Shyamalan," everyone in the theater groaned. Because Avatar: The Last Airbender is my favorite show, and he ruined it. So I don't like his movies. The Happening wasn't scary, but they said it was gonna be scary, but I wasn't scared. I knew what the twist was gonna be, and so he didn't surprise me with the twist in the village. I thought it was really obvious. Lady in the Water is really dumb. It's for kids. He always casts himself. His only good movie's Unbreakable, and why doesn't he just make the sequel to Unbreakable? First of all, he didn't write it or direct it. He produced it. I happen to like M. Night Shyamalan, but whether you do or don't, this is only his conceptually, and it's a really solid Twilight Zone-esque film. Get some friends together, check this movie out, you'll be pleasantly surprised. How is this gonna help you in the new year? Maybe it'll teach you to have some fucking fun and stop being such a judgmental prick.
Thing number 4. Life with Archie. The Married Life. Number 6.
When's the last time you checked in with Archie Comics? They've split off into 2 imaginary universes. One in which Archie is married to Veronica, one in which he's married to Betty. Archie and the gang are a little older and dealing with some fucking heavy issues. And I heard that in one of them, Miss Grundy, who is their teacher in Riverdale High, dies. So I went out and got this. This is not a comic book. This is like a magazine. I mean, it's a comic book, but for some reason they made it a magazine. And just to make sure that Archie and the gang stays relevant, they've plastered the cover with fucking teen idols. There's Taylor Lautner, there's a Jonas Brothers somewhere in there. And this, I don't know who the fuck that is, Selena something. I know one Selena, and it's not this bitch. So I got this, and also, here's Archie and the Gang's Valentine Daydreams. They pick their ideal celebrity Valentines. Archie wants to hook up with Taylor Swift. Well, who do you think Veronica should hook up with? Justin Bieber? Zac Efron? The whole fun of Archie Comics is escapism into an ideal world with fun teenage storylines. Archie has 2 dates at once. Jughead has to eat 100 hamburgers. They took that universe and they're using it now to tell bleak, dreary. The one where he's married to Veronica is just a political thriller where Moose is running for mayor of Riverdale. And the one where he's married to Betty, Miss Grundy dies. This is not your daddy's Archie. This is not my Archie.
Thing number 3. A Charlie Brown Valentine.
Now, this is not what you're thinking of. This is not Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown from the 70s, where, like, no one sends him a Valentine, you know, that one. It's not that one. It's also not You're in Love, Charlie Brown, or It's Your First Kiss, Charlie Brown. It's none of those. This is Charlie Brown Valentine. This is from 2002. This is actually the first Charlie Brown special they made after Charles Schultz died, and it's the first one they animated with digital ink and paint. So it probably doesn't look so good. And this is all stuff that they're probably counting on you not knowing. But I'm telling you. It also comes with Someday You'll Find Her, Charlie Brown, which is one of the ones from the 80s. So If you don't like one, you have the other one. Why are you gonna need this in the new year? For Valentine's Day.
Thing number 2. Superman Secret Origin.
Superman, like any character, is as good as whoever's writing him. So why not expose yourself to some good Superman stories? You know, if the extent of your knowledge of Superman is Smallville, every once in a while, some writer comes along and retells the Superman origin. One pretty recent one is Superman Birthright by Mark Waid. And this new one, Superman Secret Origin, is by Jeff Johns. And if you know anything about comic books, I could just stop talking right there. One thing you might need in 2011 is a good comic book to read. You know, not that Archie shit.
Thing number 1. Futurama Volume 5.
Now, I'm not one to go around telling people, you know, what things are good or what things you should get. You know, that's not, I don't like to do that. But, check out Futurama Volume 5. Now, you know, Futurama is a show, it was on Fox, it was canceled, they had some DVD movies. Now it's back on Comedy Central. Now, if you ask a random person what they think, they might tell you it's not as good as it used to be. But if you ask me, I'll tell you that I think it's better than ever. In fact, one of the writers on the show, Ken Keeler, actually invented a new math theorem just to use on the show. So, new math theorems being invented just because of this show? How cool is that? So that's the end of this countdown. Have a good new year. Don't drink too much. Here's the last viewer mail of 2010. This comes from Harry, and he writes, Diego, what is your New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is I want to get a joke book. And I want to learn all the jokes in it. Because I want to make people laugh.